Matutulungan ka ng Tech Nation. Nag-o-offer ng free webinars like Photoshop, Microsoft, Google Plus Training, and many more. Made by teacher for teachers. Katuwang ng mga guro. Join na! Do you want to gain knowledge and from upskilling events? Matutulungan ka ng Tech Nation. Nag-o-offer ng free webinars like Research, Adobe Photoshop, Microsoft Trainings, Google Training, and many more. A teacher for teachers. Katuwang ng mga guro. Join na! Do you want to gain knowledge and skills from upskilling events? Matutulungan ka ng Tech Nation. Nag-o-offer ng free webinars like Research, Adobe Photoshop, Microsoft Trainings, Google Tools Training, and many more. Made by teacher for teachers. Katuwang ng mga guro. Join na!
Ayan, and once again, good evening everyone. Good evening to all the viewers watching right now na nanonood dito ngayon sa Tech Nation. Okay? So, ang Tech Nation ngayon ay nandito na naman sa aming advocacy, okay? To share knowledge, okay? To share skills training, okay? Literacy training. Okay? And now we are now in our 69th free webinar na po. Okay? So dito sa Tech Nation. So sa ngayon pa nakapasok dito sa Tech Nation, ay welcome po dito sa aming community. Okay? So I am Benavides P. Hironjo Jr., your founder ng Tech Nation at isa sa mga admin ng Tech Nation po. So, shout out po sa aming school principal sa Zapatera National High School. Okay? Na kung saan ay isa sa napaka-supportive na principal, okay, sa aking advocacy ginagawa. Okay? So palagi niya akong in-encourage sa aking ginagawa na just keep on doing that one, sir. Okay. So yes, tamang-tama po ang aking principal. Okay? So we keep on doing this, okay, for free para sa ating mga kagruan dito sa kung saan mang abot ang ating coverage ng ating digital technician. So since we are in our YouTube live po. Okay? So inviting everyone to please share po ng ating webinar. Okay? So inviting everyone to please share, like, subscribe, comment, okay, so that you will be notified for our upcoming sessions dito sa DigiFilTech Nation. Okay? So ang aming session today is nasa pang-ano na po. Okay, 69th free webinar na po. Okay? So again, sa mga ngayon na nakapasok, okay, so please share po ng ating session tonight para naman po ay marami ang matututo, okay, together with us. So learn with us, then join with us and grow with us dito sa DigiFilTech Nation. Okay? So napaka-special ang ating topic for this session. It's because still we are in connection pa rin ng pag-support sa ating Women's Month po. Okay? So ang ating DigiFilTech Nation ay nakasuporta po sa ating 2023 Women's Month celebration. Okay? So that is why again may mga speakers tayo na female empowered speakers. Okay? So ngayon di naman po female yung speaker natin, but ang kanyang topic po ay still po in support pa rin sa ating mga kababaihan. Okay? So shout out dyan sa mga kababaihan. So malaking malaking utang na loob namin sa inyo mga kababaihan, kasi kung wala po kayo ay wala po kami sa aming kinaroroonan ngayon. Okay? So shout out sa lahat ng mga kababaihan dyan, lalong-lalo na sa mga ina natin. Okay? So shout out. Okay. And also once again, shout out sa mga suki na nating taga-subaybay dito sa DigiFilTech Nation. Okay? Na yung iba ay hindi po masyadong active sa ating message section, but nandyan lang po, okay? Sumusuporta, nanonood sa session natin sa ating mga upcoming free webinars. Okay? So once again, okay, so nandito po tayo sa 69th free webinar. Okay? So without any further delay po, okay, so introduce natin yung speaker natin. Okay? So ayan, nanonood din po yung aking youngest po. Okay? So shout out din sa youngest ko. Okay? So kasama ko po ngayon nasa aking likuran. Okay? So again, let's introduce our speaker for tonight's session po. Okay? So walang iba ay okay. So isang public school teacher, teacher 3 po ng Antipolo City Senior High School. Okay? Na kung saan ay umani na rin ng iba't ibang mga parangal sa kanyang specialties, expertise. Okay? So with this topic, women in the field of science, empowering women. Okay? So once again, we're inviting everyone to share, subscribe, comment, and stay with us until matapos po tayo sa ating napakagandang topic for tonight's session. Once again, our guest speaker for tonight's session, Sir Arnold Ryan New Mercado. Good evening, sir, and welcome po dito sa DigiFilTech Nation.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, viewers. Good evening, participants. And shoutout na rin ako, sir, no? Shoutout na rin ako sa aking family. Shoutout na rin ako sa aming school head, sa aming principal, Ma'am Lisa L. Banayo, at sa mga co-teachers ko dito sa Antipolo City Senior High School, at sa lahat ng kaguruan dito sa buong Pilipinas, at maging sa iba pang panig ng mundo, especially sa ating mga female teachers. Happy Women's Month sa ating lahat.
Okay po. Okay po. So again, without any further delay, so the screen is yours now po. Okay, so go ahead po, Sir Arnold.
Thank you, sir. So, let me share my presentation material po para po makapag-start na tayo kagad. So, I prepared two topics, sir, and I think these topics will be enough to help our teachers regarding this topic. And this topic is all about women in the field of science, and the other one is how to empower them. So let's talk first this important topic, which is all about women in the field of science. Okay, start. So women in the field of science, in the year 2015, the United Nations adopted 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And there's a call. There's a call sa pagdating sa larangan ng kababaihan. And of course, the SDG 5, yung tinutukoy ko po, is really concerned with gender equality, with targets and indicators that provide equal opportunity for women and girls. The Science Education Institute and the SNT Human Resource Development arm of the Department of Science and Technology, sinusuportahan po yan ng ating ahensya. They are recognizing the importance of the gender statistics and the sex disaggregated data in all programs and projects in promotion with gender concerns. And of course, in terms of planning and policy decision making. So in the field of science, pagdating po sa kababaihan sa Pilipinas, according to the census created by the PSA or ang ating Philippine Statistics Authority mula 1990 to 2015, nagpo-provide ang PSA ng information about gender parity among science and technology, especially sa mga professional sa ating bansa. And batay sa kanilang mga nakolektang datos at impormasyon, there are some occupational groupings, demographics, and other relevant groupings that will help describe women empowerment in science and technology in the Philippines. So mga babae sa atin, in terms of publication, mula 1990 to 2015, according to their biological identification, marami-rami po ang nakakapag-publish ng kanilang mga magazines, ng kanilang mga libro, pagdating sa publications. Pagdating naman po sa ating, in terms of definition naman ng human resource in science and technology, marami daw po or karamihan are successfully completed education at the third level in a science and technology field of study. And may isa pa sila nakuhang data na not formally qualified as above, but employed naman sa larangan ng science and technology occupation, where above qualifications are normally required. So, i-present ko yung magiging flow ng ating discussion. So, first is let me present the 23 amazing women in the science and mathematics. So, dinamay ko na rin po yung sa larangan ng matematika, since we are also supporting the women behind mathematics. Now, and another content ng ating presentation for today is the 2022 Best Female Scientist online ranking highlights the university work of 1,000 spectacular women. Another one is the 11 empowering female scientists who paved the way for Filipino women in the field of science. Number 4, we will meet also the women changing the Philippine computer science landscape. So, idinagdag ko na rin po yung mga kababaihan natin sa larangan ng computer science and computer programming. And the last is 6 Filipino female scientists who are improving the way we live. So, wag na natin patagalin, no? Let's start presenting the 23 amazing women in science and math. So, we all know that in terms of women, way back the early times, hindi kasi talaga nagiging priority daw ang sinasabi nating mga babae. That is one of the beliefs before. From geometry to paleontology, medicine to marine biology, dahan-dahang bumukas ang mga fields na yan para sa mga kababaihan. Now, ito yung ilan sa mga babae sa larangan, hindi lamang sa Pilipinas, but also around the world, na talagang naging mahusay sa kanilang mga larangan. So, yung ilan sa mga ipepresent ko ay talagang remarkable, although they passed away, but they made a big impact and a great contribution in the field of science and mathematics. First, we have Mary Anning. Mary Anning she is recognized because of being a self-taught fossil hunter. Here, she recognizes, excavates, and prepares these different kinds of relics when the field of paleontology was in its infancy and close to women. Si Anning po ay galing sa London. Isa siya sa mga London paleontologists natin. And talagang isa sa kanyang mga ginawang study at pinag-aralan ay sa larangan ng Jurassic fossils or yung dinosaur talaga. So meron siyang isa sa mga favorite niyang pinag-aralan ay ang ichthyosaur, a large marine reptile that live alongside dinosaurs. May nakita silang mga fossils na talagang nagpapatunay na yung nakita nilang fossil is 12 years old, and ang ginawa nila dito is they stored the fossil in the University of California Museum of Paleontology. So again, yung isa sa mga ginawa ni Mary Anning made a great impact sa larangan ng paleontologists na mag-start pang maghanap ng iba't iba pang fossils na pwedeng katibayan or evidences for the existence of dinosaurs. We also have Maria Sibila Merian. She is an entomologist, botanist, naturalist, and artist. And si Maria is, based on her investigations, medyo aligned po siya sa insect life, and she made her discovery that insects hatch from eggs. So siya po nagpatunay nun. And it was widely thought that the creatures generated spontaneously from mud. She became also the first scientist to observe and document not only insect life, but also how the creatures interacted with their habitats. So, another po dyan is, by working with these kinds of specimens, no, si Maria was noted and revealed aspects of biology that were previously unknown to science. So, inopen niya yung iba pang fields ng science. And si Maria Sibila Merian lang ang nakagawa nun. Next po natin na sikat na babae ay si Sylvia Earle. Si Sylvia Earle ay isang marine biologist at isang oceanographer. Si Sylvia ay, as of now, she's still alive, and dahil po siya ay isang oceanographer, isa siya sa mga sumikat na isang oceanographer because sa kanyang mga ginawang libro, like for example sa librong Her Deepness na na-publish noong 1989. As of now, at the age of 70 years old siya, she's still in the field of diving. And sa ngayon, siya po ay talagang tumutulong sa iba pang oceanographers. Sa age na 16 niya, she was cumulatively spending about a year underwater. So, ganun po siya katindi pagdating sa kanyang stamina, pagdating sa under the water. Okay. Then, siya rin po ay nag-lead ng kanyang isang team about aquanauts. No? Ito ay 2-week mission exploring the seafloor. And based on the studies na kanyang nakalap, may mga nakita talaga sila doong iba't ibang creatures na talagang naging big contribution sa larangan ng oceanography. We also have Mae Jemison. So si Mae Jemison, she was born in Alabama way back 1956. And sa kanya po kasi, sa larangan naman po siya ng astronomy. She is the first African-American woman to reach the space. And dahil nga isa lang yun sa kanyang professions, naging isa rin po siyang physician. So see, ang dami niyang titles. And a Peace Corps, a volunteer, a teacher, and a founder and president ng 2 technology companies according to space.com. And sa kanyang meron siyang website na Live Science Sister Site. So si Jemison ay marami ding alam na iba't ibang languages. Then after training niya sa NASA, nakapag-orbit na rin siya kasama ang iba pang astronauts, no? She already orbited the Earth ng 126 times and 190 hours in space. Si Jemison po ay nakapag-carry din ng iba't ibang experiments kahit nasa space siya on bone cells. So see, ang galing, no? Ang dami palang kababaihan na talagang nag-excel sa kanilang mga fields. We also have Maria Gopher Mayer. So si Maria Gopher Mayer po ay isang theoretical physicist and nagwagi po siya, no, ng Nobel Prize sa larangan ng physics. When ito po sa kanya po at the age of 24, she had earned the doctorate, no, ng theoretical physics. Then yung napangasawa po kasi ni Maria Mayer was an American named Joseph Edward Mayer, and nag-work sila sa Johns Hopkins University. Yan po, no? And as of now, si Mayer po ay nabigyan ng award nga po ng Nobel Prize after 60 years. And also, pinakita rin niya yung pagkakaiba ng mga orbital levels sa larangan ng nucleus sa atoms. Next, we have also Rita Levi Montalcini. So si Montalcini siya po ay hindi pinayagan ng kanyang ama na mag-take ng higher education, no? Kasi nga daw, maraming dahilan, bukod sa babae pa siya. And dahil po dyan, gumawa siya ng paraan na kung saan nakagraduate naman siya ng summa cum laude niya in medicine at sa larangan ng surgery noong 1936. Then also, sinubukan na rin yung pag-aralan ng neurology and psychiatry. Then, medyo na-interrupt siya noong World War II, no? Kasi syempre, medyo magulo pa yung panahon na yon. She tried to hide in Florence, Italy. Then, after the war, nag-work din siya sa Washington University in St. Louis, na kung saan marami siyang nakitang iba't ibang experiments and she tried to also perform it. Usually, ang isa sa mga ginawa niya yung isang substance from a mouse tumor, spurred nerve growth when it was put into chick embryos. So isa yan sa mga experiment niya. Then, because of that, she tried also to isolate the substance. At dahil sa kanyang iba't ibang researchers, siya po ay nagwagi din ng Nobel Prize with Levi Montalcini in 1986. So another woman po tayo, we have Mariam Mirzakhani. So si Mariam ay isang mathematician na talagang pag mahirap ang usapan sa computation, si Mariam lang ang makakasagot. Mahilig din siya sa mga abstract problems sa larangan ng geometry of curved spaces. And si Mirzakhani received her medal once a year after she was diagnosed that time ng breast cancer, no? So medyo yan yung isa sa mga prone na sakit ng mga kababaihan natin. Pero hindi siya nag-stop. She continues to influence at her field. And even after her death, marami siyang natulungan. Nakapag-raise pa yung kanyang foundation ng $3 million para makatulong pa sa iba pang mathematician sa buong mundo. And later that year, the Breakthrough Prize enjoyed a new award in Mirzakhani's honor that would go to promising young female mathematicians. So, naging inspiration siya sa iba pang kababaihan sa larangan ng mathematics. We also have Emmy Noether. So, si Emmy Noether naman ay kilala bilang isa pa ring mathematician during the earlier 20th century. And marami siyang nagawang research. So, isa dyan ay ang foundations ng abstract algebra. And also, naging katrabaho niya si Adolf Hitler during her time. Yun nga lang po, sa panahon kasing yon, in-expel siya from Jews and syempre, napunta siya sa iba pang place, sa mga Germans, at doon niya nakatrabaho si Albert Einstein. Again, marami siyang naging contribution sa larangan ng modern physics and quantum mechanics. Also, we have Susan Solomon. So, si Susan Solomon ay isang atmospheric chemist, an author and a professor at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, na kung saan nag-focus siya sa mga work niya, especially sa CFCs, or yung chlorofluorocarbons. And syempre, responsible din siya sa pag-aaral ng Antarctic hole natin sa ozone layer. Then, nag-lead siya ng team niya noong 1986 to 1987 na talagang pinag-aralan nila yung Southern Continent. Dito may mga nakita silang iba't ibang mga evidences like the chemicals, the aerosols, and other consumer products na kung saan naka-interact ito sa UV rays or ultraviolet light to remove the ozone from the atmosphere. Next is Virginia Apgar. So si Virginia Apgar ay isang pioneer sa larangan ng medicine, especially sa anesthesiology and obstetrics. Dito, nakilala siya sa invention niya ng Apgar score and simply a quick method to access the health of newborns. Okay. Siya rin po ay nag-investigate sa epekto ng anesthesia during the childbirth. And dahil nga doon, na-develop niya yung Apgar scoring system niya. So ito ay nakabatay sa bilang ng newborn's heart rate. Pati yung breathing niya, pati muscle tone, pati yung reflexes sa yung color. And up to now, yung device na ginawa niya ay ginagamit pa rin up to now. Next po natin is Brenda Milner. So si Brenda Milner naman po ay tinatawag din na founder of neuropsychology. So alam na natin kung saan siya na sumikat na field, And also, nakafocus siya sa pag-aaral sa human brain, memory, and learning. Kilala din siya sa mga works niya tulad ng Patient HM, na kung saan merong daw isang lalaki na na-loss ang kanyang ability to form new memories after undergoing brain surgery for epilepsy. And at the age of 103 years old, etong si Milner ay nagsiserve pa rin noon as professor sa Department of Neurology and Neurosurgery sa McGill University in Montreal. Galing yan sa Montreal Gazette or sa website nila. And up to now, she's still alive at nagtuturo pa rin po si Brenda Milner. So see, pag alam mong ikaw ay aligned doon, talagang you will push through. Kung ano man, di ba? We also have Karen Allenbeck. So si Karen Allenbeck ay isang American mathematician at si Karen po ang isa sa mga first women na nakareceive ng Abel Prize sa kanyang mga math awards na ginawa. And ilan sa kanyang mga contributions ay ang mathematics, sa larangan ng mathematics, physics, analysis, and geometry. Isa rin sa mga major niyang contribution is yung gauge theories, then yung sweat set ng quantum physics equations. Then, next po natin ay si Jane Goodall. So si Jane Goodall ay kilala siya sa pag-aaral sa mga chimpanzee. Yan. Especially doon sa Gombe Forest sa Tanzania, no? Diyan siya kadalasan. And isa sa mga pinag-aralan niya is yung pagkakaroon ng mga animals ng complex social behaviors, altruism, and ritualized behaviors. Pati yung gestures of affection ay pinag-aralan niya po ito. And isa rin siya sa mga babae noong 1965 na talagang natapos ang kanyang doctorate in ethology mula sa University of Cambridge. And dahil po doon ay sa part niya medyo pinag-agawan siya ng iba't ibang hospitals or iba pang mga companies sa talagang nakakatulong sa larangan ng science. Next, we have Ada Lovelace. So si Ada ay sikat po siya, no, sa larangan ng world first computer programmer po siya. Yun. Hindi lang halata sa picture pero my dear participants, sikat po siya sa larangan ng computer programming. Si Lovelace po ay translated a paper written about the analytical engine from French, and yung translation niya na nagawa ay pinublish niya para ma-detail yung notes about the machine. So again, included din sa kanyang mga ginawa ay ang calculation on Bernoulli numbers. Sa ngayon, si Lovelace ay major symbol na ng mga kababaihan sa larangan ng science and engineering. Her day is celebrated on the second day ng Tuesday of every October. Next po is si Dorothy Hodgkin. So dito, isa siyang English chemist, isa sa mga nanalo ng Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1964. So see, at siya po ang nag-figure out at nag-analyze ng structure ng penicillin at vitamin B12. Siya rin ang isa sa mga unang tao na pinag-aralan ang organic compounds, no, gamit ang X-ray crystallography. Then also, na-discover din ni Dorothy yung vitamin B12. So, ang vitamin B12 po ay, sa panahon na yan, ay nearly 4 decades after her first attempt. Etong si Dorothy, she determined the chemical structure ng insulin. We have also Caroline Herschel. So, si Caroline Herschel po ay one of the world's first professional female astronomer. So, ilan yan sa mga nakilala sa larangan ng astronomiya. Also, itong yung napangasawa po, yung kuya niya kasi, na si William Herschel ay kilala din sa larangan ng music and astronomy. Kaya yung kagustuhan ni Caroline ay nabigay talaga at na-push through dahil doon. Then, in 1787 nga po, si Caroline ay na-awardan ng king ng place niya wherein meron siyang annual pension of 50 pounds, making her the first professional female astronomer in the history. So, isa yon sa sinelebrate ng buong community. Next is Sophie Germain. Si Sophie ay French mathematician na kilala sa larangan ng Fermat's last theorem and now called as Germain's theorem, and for her pioneering work in the theory of elasticity. Noong 1816, siya po ay talagang nakilala sa kanyang mathematical explanations for a set of unusual images created by German physicist, no, na kakilala niya na si Ernst Chladni. Patricia Batt. Ayan, si Patricia Batt po ay isang American ophthalmologist. So pag sinabi nating ophthalmologist, ito yun sa mga eyes, no? And laser scientist. So si Batt became the first female ophthalmologist to be appointed sa faculty ng University of California, Los Angeles. School of Medicine, Jules Stein Eye Institute. So ang dami na nagkagulo kay Patricia Bat, no? And also, she was also the first woman to chair an ophthalmology residency program in the United States. Next also is Rachel Carson. So si Rachel Carson ay isang American biologist po siya and conservationist and science writer po ito. Kilala siya sa mga libro niya na Silent Spring, and si Carson po ay isang talented science writer, and the Fish and Wildlife Service niya eventually made for her ng editor-in-chief of all its publications. Then after ng success ng dalawang libro niya sa Marines, no, binigay niya to and nilagyan ng title as Under the Sea Wind. Sometimes may version siya Simon and Schuster noong 1941. Alright, next po natin is Ingrid. Ayan, si Ingrid Dos Besis. So si Ingrid Dos Besis ay one of the honors in scientific in terms of citations, and tinawag din siyang orthogonal wavelengths na na-discover niya na tinatawag ngayon as Debestis. Ayan. And ilan sa mga ginawa niya po, no, pagdating sa larangan ng science po is yung pag-focus niya sa study ng mini waves and wavelengths. Next, Marie Curie. Hindi ko na ipapaliwanag, alam na natin kung ano ang ginawa ni Marie Curie. Kauna na ang babaeng nanalo, no, ng Nobel Prize, no, but also for being a remarkable scientist whose impact on the world was profound and long-lasting. So nagsasuggest kasi kapag ganito yung idea, no, na si Marie Curie po ay talagang sa larangan ng Nobel Prize, isa siya sa mga talagang gumawa dyan. And also yung radioactivities, medyo mahirap yun, pero na-discover niya kasi ang radium. So we also have Barbara McClintock. So si Barbara po ay isang American scientist whose trailblazing studies in cytogenetics, so sa larangan to ng science, and of course, garnered her at the 1983 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. Si Chen Xingwo. Chen Xingwo ay isang Chinese-American physicist. Famous siya sa work niya na pahihinain yung subatomic interactions. Kasi itong mga interactions na to ay responsible po sa mga radioactive decay. Alright, next po natin. Okay, pag-usapan naman natin ngayon ang 2022 Best Female Scientists online ranking, highlights at yung iba pa. Okay, meron kasi tayong tinatawag na gender bias sa research, no? Ito yung pagkakaroon ng chance of getting an attribution. So, batay ito sa survey mula sa mga selected graduate students, 21.47% daw po ay lalaking researchers at sa female naman po is 14.97%. So, ang target po dyan is dumami ang bilang ng ating mga pagdating sa research. Alright. Okay, next po natin is, eto pa, no? How many more male authors versus female authors, no? So, dito po, sa larangan ng mathematics, 69.8. Sa larangan ng physics, 69.6. Sa larangan ng computer science, 67.8%. Sa larangan ng engineering, 64.8%. Then also the field of chemistry, 53.2%. Health science, 39.2%. And political science, 37.4%. And in the field of psychology, 33.6%. Alright. So ito po, no, nagkakaroon daw ng gender bias sa larangan ng research. A ranking in recognition of female scientists worldwide. So dito po, for 2022 edition ng ranking, more than 166,880 daw yung na-examine na with several indicators and metrics reviewed in order to consider each scientist's inclusion in the ranking. Okay, so ito yung kanyang graph, no? Na number of leading females. Okay. So, makikita naman na ang United States ay kabilang pa rin. Susundan ito ng United Kingdom, also Germany, Australia, France, Canada, Netherlands, Italy, China, and Spain. Okay. So, another set, no? Ito naman po yung institutions na talagang maraming bilang ng nag-aaral or pwede din nagtatrabaho. So, as of 2022, ang Harvard ang nanguna. Yan. Then followed by National Institutes of Health, Stanford University, University of California. Also is Columbia University, University of Oxford, Yale University, University of Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, and California, Los Angeles. Okay. So area of research represented by the best females, no, sa larangan ng science in 2022. Sa larangan ng medicine, ayan, ang dami po, no. Susundan na ito ng physics, which is only 104. And genetics and molecular biology, yan ay 87. Then biology and biochemistry is 82. Sa larangan ng psychology, we have 64. Immunology, 51. Then neuroscience, 44. Material science, 23. Chemistry, 17. And microbiology is 16. Now, let's talk about yung 11 empowering female scientists, no, who paved the way for Filipino women in science. Ayan, meron tayong 42 national scientists, no, nung nakaraang history or another last year. Then, 11 doon ang talagang yung masasabi natin nag-commit at nag-stay sa ginagawa nila. Okay, so that's a good sign. We have first Encarnacion Alzona. Yan. Si Alzona ay first Filipino woman to obtain Doctor of Philosophy at her name. And of course, for decades na kanyang mga nagawa ay katulad ng History of Education in the Philippines. Ito ay talaga makakatulong sa iba pa. So, ang field of specialization niya ay Philippine History. Next, we have Claire Baltazar. Ang field of specialization niya is Systematic Entomology. Also, we have Gelia Castillo. Siya naman po ay sa rural psychology. Rural sociology. So, also we have Mercedes Concepcion. Nakapag-earn ka na ng 210, nakalagay ito. Ayan, okay. So, also, ito yung ating kasamahan. I think this is coming from sa San Jose. We also have Fidel Mundo. Yan, si Fidel Mundo po ay talagang pagdating sa larangan ng medicine, siya po ay kilala. Sa ngayon, ito yung mga latest kahit pa paano. We have Clara Lim Silianco. Mula 1995 pa siya nag-start ng kanyang postgraduate, no? And Ayan, so ito yung ating mga possible na gagamitin. Okay, si Luz Oliveras Belardo, parang nabanggit ko na kanina to. Si Dolores Ramirez, specialization niya ay ang biochemical genetics. Ayan. Na kung saan, as of now, ang kanyang research ay sa halaman or sa mga puno or dahon. Okay? It also includes scientists and farmers alike. Ang ginagawa niya ay ninonote niya at pinapioneer niya ang mga extraction of genetics, no? And has been called as the mother cell. Also, we have Perla Santos Ocampo from 1931 to 2012. Siya ang kilala sa larangan ng pediatrics. Ito po ay si Carmen Velasquez. Field of specialization niya ay parasitology. Okay, pag-usapan natin ngayon ang Meet the Women Changing the Philippine Computer Science Landscape. Okay. Sige po. So, let's continue na. So, one of the most notoriously male represented is the technology sector, no? So, alam naman natin yan. And, meron siyang effect sa lahat. Pwedeng positive or negative po, no? In spite of the observable progress sa women representation in the tech industry, some reports pa rin na nagsasabi na ang ilan dito ang differences sa kanilang salary rate between men and women. So, yan yung isa. So, let's continue. Notable Filipino women, no, sa larangan ng STEM or Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. So, we have Andre Pe. Isa siyang youngest STEM activist, no, sa bansa natin, and started a non-profit organization called YTech or Women in Technology na naglalayon na ma-educate and inspire the youths in breaking gender stereotyping and of course yung changing the world through the power of technology. Also, we have Ma'am Gabby Emilio and Ma'am Madeline Rodriguez. Okay. So, next po natin is, I think it's Isabella Palma. So, siya po ay nagmamanage ng kanyang invent na ginawa yung air disc. Okay. We have Katrina Chan. So, si Katrina Chan naman ay gumawa ng paraan para maging sariling sa kanyang tech company na siya yung boss or leader, no? She aimed to ignite the countries led to the creation of 500 startup programmers. Then furthermore, she also launched Startup Pinay to provide support to the females only sa larangan ng technology. We have also Jacqueline Jackson. So dito, siya po ay sa larangan ng freelance, computer industry, and yan po, no? Okay. Next po natin is si Rebecca Kirsch. Si Rebecca Kirsch ay nag-develop ng kanyang useful mobile payment app na kung saan pinangalanan niya to sa sarili niya. Okay. Ginawa yung development, no, was created to all to help overseas Filipino workers then have an easier and cheaper way to send money to their loved ones at home. O, eto na. Yung ating panglima, no? 6 Filipino female scientists who are improving the way we live. So first is Alieta Iniguez. So Iniguez. Isa siyang marine science professor and also a researcher. So si Dr. Iniguez ay sa larangan po ng pesticides naman siya. Gumawa talaga ng mga discoveries niya. And she also become a research assistant, no? Na kung saan nakapag-serve na siya sa iba't ibang college school sa place nila. Okay, we also have Reynable Reyes. So si Reynable Reyes ay isang astrophysicist and data scientist. Okay. Also Regine Berba. Yan po sa larangan po ng kababaihan, sa larangan po ng clinical epidemiology researcher and internal medicine specialist. So si Dr. Berba ay practicing ng internal medicine specialist and educator at Philippine General Hospital. Pati po sa The Medical City. Okay, usually involved nga siya sa mga works ng researchers niya like tuberculosis, dengue, infection control, influenza, and yung sinasabi nating HIV. Okay. Also, nagsusulat din siya ng sarili niyang libro about new dengue diagnostic. Yung dengue lump. Alright. So next po natin is we have Cynthia Saloma. Cynthia Saloma is a molecular biology and biotechnology professor. Siya rin po ay proudest moment niya as a scientist was yung DNA daw po ay na-discover nila with Sequence Corp facility. Okay, next. Okay, ito nasabi na rin kanina, inuulit lang natin, no? Okay, molecular medicine specialist si Ma'am Mary. Okay, Pierre Angeli Vital, isa kang environmental biologist na kung saan nagtuturo din siya. Itong si Pierre Angeli ng biology habang siya po ay nag-aaral pa. So, working student po siya. Alright, so that's it, no? So, yun po yung aking unang presentation sa aking mga participants. So, dediretso tayo dun sa isa pa natin na presentation po. So, let me prepare po, no? Saglit lang po. Okay. So, habang ito po ay piniprepare ko po. Ayan. So, kung may mga questions po tayo and of course, kung may mga comments po tayo, pwede nyo pong i-chat yan sa ating chat box, sa ating live. Ayan. Okay, let's talk about empowering women. Ayan, so empowering women. So kanina, na-present ko na po yung iba't ibang mga kababaihan, no, na talagang sa larangan ng field nila, sila ay sumikat. So this time, ang pag-uusapan naman po natin is, ano natin sila bibigyan ng chance na ma-empower? So ito po. Okay, the concept of women's empowerment was introduced in 1985 na kung saan binigyan ng pagkakataon ng lahat ng babae na magkaroon ng rights and equitable societies. And ang empowerment po includes also the action of raising the status of women through education, raising awareness, literacy, and even in training po. So, ito pala yung ilan doon. So now, let me present some topics natin. Like for example, topic 1, gender equality in changing environment. Number 2, ways to empower women globally. Then also, we will provide 10 tips then on how to empower other women at work. Then the last is, what is the importance of women empowerment in today's world? Okay, now let's talk about number 1, gender equality in a changing environment. So ito po ay talagang naging nakot ang interest and attention because of different discussions, mapa local or yung global discussions, especially during the climate change, no, and sustainable development and the green economy. So ito ay the international community is recognizing po, no, yung importance ng making progress natin on a gender equality as part of the efforts to reduce poverty and promote sustainable sustainable developments. Why women's economic empowerment matters, no? Bakit kaya puro babae ang medyo parang nakadepende sa kanila, no? Women are known to contribute significantly to economics, no, in the form of business. And in terms of entrepreneurial work o yung pati po yung unpaid labor kasama po yan. So while women living in some parts of the developed countries have the role of decision maker and influencers, gender discrimination remains a debilitating social issue in many parts of the world. As any developing nation would agree, sustainable economic growth is unthinkable. Women women and empowerment. Ayun. So, yun po yung karagdagan ko doon. Also, working women have an enormous contribution sa larangan ng education, health, and wellness. And achieving gender equality. Yan. So, ito po, yung IIED, isa siyang nag-organize ng critical team seminar, no, to discuss the challenging narratives. Then, yan yung ilan sa mga info, no? The meeting was timely to IIED. And kasi ito ay nag-undergo din ng gender checking. Okay? Okay, so ito po ay binibigyan po ang pagkakataon na ma-review at ma-audit ang mga processes to clarify assumptions, create space for controversy, to enrich the debate, and inform the choices we make as professionals and an athlete. And a person in the field of an institute. Yan. More than a single issue. So the critical team meeting was, ayan po, no, who argued that gender is not one of the agenda or an exact science, but needs to be understood in the terms of trade-offs. So ito po yung ilan sa mga following questions, no, to illustrate this. So number one is investing in women and girls for a better environment. So pipili na ng sagot, empowering or exploitative. Okay. Next po natin is gender equality, a cultural agenda of the West. Another question is gender in the organization, everyone and no one's responsibility. Then, men taking the lead on gender equality, just another expression of the patriarchy, then, or an opportunity for championing real change. Then, another po is considering related inequalities. Example niyan, yung socio-economic differences, ethnicity, religion, and the likes. Okay. Ways to empower women globally. Ito na nga. So, paano natin bibigyan ng chance sa mga babae pagdating sa workplace na? Okay. So, get more women in global leadership goals. Okay? According to some research, suggests that the most powerful and attractive symbolism of women's leaders is the hope that they will bring significant change. When a woman is chosen as the first woman to become the most senior leader. So, dito kasi, as both business and political leaders, senior women regularly give challenge conventional wisdom in their approach to leadership. Next is empower entrepreneurs in developing countries. So MSEs natin, micro small enterprises, have empowered women in developing countries, no, through enhancing their decision making in the household and the community. So may mga evidences po, no, na itong mga MSEs na to, yung MSEs have a strengthened women bargaining power in decision making on family, resource access to use and control the income, allocation, and expenditure ng household resources. Okay? So, let's continue this. Next is, we need to teach the women with business skills. So, pagdating sa ganyan, may mga research nga na nagpo-prove, no, na ang Vietnam, kagaya ng Vietnam Women's Union and Peace Trees found that business training can increase performance in micro enterprises and improve motivation, success, trust, and perception of women entrepreneurs. So in teaching women business has the potential of long benefits in sustaining business and developing new ones. Another po natin is encourage more women to take apprentice roles para masanay na din. Also create a better environment for the career development. So isa yan na dapat alam din natin. Next is ways to empower women for sustainable development. So dito po, as issues nga sa women's economic empowerment and gender equality gain momentum on the global stage, nations across the globe are implementing incredible measures to reduce the gender gap and, of course, promote economic equality. And another, as any developing nations would agree, sustainable economic growth is unthinkable without women empowerment and yung measures for gender inclusion. So kasama po yan. Working women have an enormous contribution to education, health, and wellness. And of course, ang maganda pala dito ay kapag na-prove yan, therefore, achieving gender equality is indispensable to holistic developments. Okay, ito yung mga ways, no? Mga ways natin to empower women for sustainable development. Una po dyan, ang place women as leaders and give them decision-making roles. Although many women po are now powerful contributors to the economy ng iba't ibang states, ang gender equality still a myth, no? In the greater part of the world. Women have actively started participating in the tech industry for food productions and natural resource managements and domestic wellness, entrepreneurial work, as well as energy and climate change. But most women still don't have the access to good job opportunities and of course yung ating resources to get a better paid job. Yan. As the focus shifts toward in inclusive economic structures, providing po, no, women with leadership structures, with leadership opportunities, and making them a part of decision-making that can go a long way. Then also yung ating, sorry po. Ibabalik ko lang po. Yan. So dito po kasi, yung pangalawa po, more job opportunities for women, despite being significant contributors to social and financial development, women don't have access to equal job opportunities. So therefore, equal rights programs can invest significantly in promoting decent jobs and public policies, advocating growth and yung development. So, next natin, number 3, invest in women's entrepreneurial ideas, emotionally and financially. So here, the gender inequality is entrusting women with entrepreneurial work. So, another po is the state or the country takes initiative to train women in business skills for, ayan, okay po. So, again, looking at the global developments, many developing countries are spending a percentage of annual revenues in women's developments. So, by investing in women's education and providing them with entrepreneurial opportunities, so, yan, pwede po yan. The unequal pay gap can be ruled out from the socio-economic sense, encouraging the women to increase their participation in the supply chain. Okay, number 4, we have taking action against unpaid labor wage. So, alam naman natin na may mga working students na dapat maunawaan din natin sila. One of the biggest concern about gender inequality is the women's unpaid labor. Yan. Many marginalized groups, including rural women, domestic workers, are many times their labors go unnoticed by society. With empowerment policy striving to raise the incomes of women, resources can be appropriately managed to eradicate the issue. So let's talk about the essential ways to empower women. So paano ba natin sila ma-involve and let them practice the talents or the empowerment na meron, no? So discrimination of women from the womb to the tomb is well known. As issues of women's empowerment and gender equality gain momentum globally, the nations across the globe are implementing incredible measures to reduce gender gap and promote economic equality. Ito po yung unang method, boost her self-esteem. So, kapag nag-boost tayo ng self-confidence natin, medyo bubuti yung ating nararamdaman, no? So, ganun din sa mga kababaihan. Motivate the women around us and make them feel very special and strong. Encourage your friends to speak up then to make sure that they know the value of their opinions so that they never scared to use their voice. So usually kasi, yung iba po ay parang kinakabahan, natatakot pag sa ganyan po. So, wag laging matatakot. Let's boost self-esteem parate. Next po natin yung shut down the negativity. So, dito po, from the word shutdown, no? Pagpahingin, pero babalik pa rin. Appreciate them for the talents that they have got. Accept them the way they are. So, let's see. Okay. Then another is support women-run businesses. So, pagdating sa financing, female entrepreneurs often lack access to financial and human capital which impedes business growth. Not only that, many women with sufficient skills to start a business give up on their dreams because of the obstacles that they face. The role of women as business owners is gradually increasing all over the world. The number of women entrepreneurs is increasing. So let's go with number 4. Here po, the only way a society or nation can move forward and aspire to economic growth and development, it is just through girl education, but especially among women, ayan, ito na nakalagay dito. It enables them to respond to challenges, confront their traditional role. Yan. Okay. So next po natin here.
Fifth is giving job opportunities. Ito yung medyo rare, no? Medyo makatanggap ng trabaho yung mga babae. Kasi usually lalaki ang ibang trabaho or tinitingnan po, no? Okay. So next po natin is, wait lang po, no? Yan po. So ayan. So yan po. May mga instances na nangyayari talaga during live natin, pero tuloy pa rin ang discussions natin. Okay. So employment and income generating activities improve the economic position of women, which then leads to a good treatment she receives. Next po is be open and honest. Okay? You never know when, where, and how your life story inspires someone to stand out from the crowd and do something unbelievable. It's not easy to share your experiences and be vulnerable. So without women like Rosa Parks, Malala Yousafzai, and Susan B. Anthony, among many others na nabanggit ko kanina, women wouldn't have the rights we have today. Let us thank them, no? Kasi yung mga nabanggit na mga pangalan, ladies who gathered the courage, no, to speak out and share their struggles. And their stories have brought the positive and the real change. When you see a woman taking it upon herself to share a story and let herself be vulnerable, acknowledge that act of bravery. Let her know you see her and you honor her truth. Yan. Next is number 7 po natin, signal boost other women. So dito, it's not only men's responsibility to help women. As a woman, when given access to leadership teams, conference lineups, speaking roles, and media sourcing, when people overwhelmingly prioritize men and male voices, see how you can lend a hand to other women, no, who also deserve a spot on the stage. Yan. Next. So, ang pag-uusapan naman natin ngayon is yung 10 tips to empower other women pagdating sa work, no? Paano kaya ito? So, pag-usapan na natin yan. Okay. 10 tips. First, celebrate each other's strengths. It's not uncommon to only receive communication from a manager or boss or peer when a task need completing or criticism is being leveled. So, kapag ikaw ay pag freelancer ang iyong gawain, yan. Okay, instead of just communicating that which is actionable or negative, tell your female peers then or team members when praise is deserved as well. Then celebrate their strengths and accomplishments. There seems to be a widely held misconception that one should have grown out on the need for the praise in the adulthood, yet it will have an hazard that can that need for the praise in the adulthood, no? A hazard, a hazard that can guess that not praise in the single person has found to be true. Celebrating strengths not only helps combat imposter syndrome, ayan, but also assist in retaining good employees. Ayan. So, lack of recognition may remain one of the most common reasons pa rin that people leave an organization. So, may mga kakilala po ba tayo na fellow nating female colleagues na get recognized for the things they are particularly skilled at and share their accomplishment far and wide? Kung meron, pwede rin natin i-comment yan. So next po natin is connect them to the right people. Yan. So when we say connecting them to the right people, what's that old saying, no, about personal relationships? That you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I think this is also true to professional relationships. The better connected professionals are others who can support and mentor them. The better. Yan. The better they become themselves. Empowering your female coworkers by introducing them to the people who can help them and access the resources and knowledge and acknowledge them and give knowledge that they need to grow and improve. So these are the people who will inspire them to keep going when they're faced with the sad likely scenario of being undervalued or under or I mean overlooked by the management. Okay, let's please proceed with 3 and 4. Back each others up in meetings. Okay, so it may seem to some that speaking up in a meeting is not a big deal. Remember, to assume that all women struggle with this is to assume that all women are differential. But when that meeting is dominated by men, for some women, it can be. Then, in terms of number 4, back less experienced women for projects. So again, when new projects come up, if there's a woman in your team, who do you think would lead it well? Or depending on your delegation power, either put her forward for it or suggest her. Men are regularly chosen for projects and roles based on their potential, whereas women are still often just only choose simply for their prior experiences. Give women the chance to prove themselves, even if they haven't had the kind of experience before. So, ganun talaga dapat. Pa-experience natin sa mga kakilala natin na female workers yung mga ganito. Kasi pinagdaanan din natin. Pero, kailangan i-aid pa rin natin sila or tulungan. Next po is number 5, be approachable and offer help. So dito, ang female po, ang rivalry niya dyan ay yung about the beginning. It often seems that from the fact that women have a subconscious belief that there are simply not enough opportunities to go around, so they will have to fight potential competitors for them. Okay? Then next po natin is 6, yung time spent working should be valued on quality over quantity. Now that we're fully nestled into the 21st century, more and more employees have flexible working hours in one form or another. Way back 2017, it was found that 43% of all UK employees benefited from some sort of agile working environment. Then many feel it's still something or of a bamboo. It is allowed but frowned upon. Now let's be honest. Sitting at the desk for 8 predetermined hours each day is not an indicator of quality work or productivity, yet it is offered in education. Okay. Offering women with flexible working hours or arrangement is beneficial in so many ways. First of all, there's an obvious working mother greatly benefit from this. Okay. Having the power to arrange their hours or own hours allows them to be effectively focused on work that they can give them as a full satisfaction. Okay. Okay. Secondly, everyone, not just mothers or working women, gain a great deal from this. Yung sa health, ayan, so pwede po yan. So, etc. Reduce staff turnover and increase productivity. 7, be open about your own vulnerabilities and failings. If I had a pound for every time a female friend of mine had spoken excitedly about a woman they admired, only to follow it if they have the statement along the lines before. Okay? So be open about your own vulnerabilities and failings. The next one natin is speak openly about salaries. Yes, the old gender pay gap. Also the um, there you are. Then so the okay, speaking openly about salaries is really important. According to a report from the Institute for Women's Policy Research in 2017, there's a lot of materials. And in research in 2017, only 17% of private companies offered pay for transparency, and 25% actually explicitly expressed that it was forbidden. Okay? Let's also be honest here that we are only real reason for this is that they do not offer some fair pair structures. And because it's still a subject, many women don't feel confident enough to negotiate. In fact, in one of the other time roles, a child-free colleague was told she was lucky not to have more mouths to feed when the only way to add is the sense of normalcy to the conversation that many men feel is to lively across and discuss it. Even better if you think you're you have achieved, discuss it. Even better if you achieve a successful story or salary negotiations, tell other women how you will um, did it or perform. Okay. Next is the number 9, set up measurable targets so achievements are tangible. As I explained earlier, many women today have to be prove themselves more often than men. If you have women in your team, make it easy for them to do so. Set measurable targets so that when they hit them, um, they have something concrete to show. Then it can also help them clear any um, ambiguity that might occur during the discussions about promotion or pay, and ensure that companies are held accountable when they don't honor their own structure. Okay, now let's proceed with number 10, accept and embrace individually. So lastly, accept that not all women are the same. And yet, yes, we should know that there seems obvious, but we're only read enough about gender bias to know that there are certain um, qualities expended to women. Embrace the ways in which the women in your team are individual. Then don't expect them to adhere to a typical idea or femininity, and don't hold them back when they do. Right? So those are the 10 tips. Let's talk now number 4. What is the importance of women's empowerment in today's world? Empowering women is the fundamental right of women. They can have equal rights to participate in education. Then they are only shown to higher education and treated them in the way like men. So in this presentation, you will know about the importance of women's empowerment. So make a halt of this page. Let's see. Able to solve unemployment. So unemployment is one of the most common problems that cannot be answered as of now. But whenever women are facing unemployment, their true potential is left without any use. To make use of the strength and potential of the women, they must be provided with equal opportunities. So you can also motivate them by providing any special gifts. Okay. Next, know about their intelligence. This is because without women empowerment, you will not be able to know um, about the intelligence of women. All right. Another is that making the presence in the work is extremely important and an advantage one. To appreciate their work, you can also present any any gifts. So you can find many women they give ideas from online portals. So make use of them to appropriately their work and intelligence. Okay. Next one is examine their talent. So by doing this, you can be aware of the different consequences. Then if you want to congratulate them on their talents, then you can present them with special gifts. Then special gifts should portray the talents and skills. Women's Day special offers for online shopping. It is one of the best to purchase gifts with special offers and present them on Women's Day. The next is enhance the overall development of society. Here, women empowerment is one of the key terms of the overall development of society. So, okay. So, in the corporate world, women are playing several roles in fields like engineering, medical, and go on. They are not only taking part in the technology fields, but they also participating in security services like military, police, navy, and so on. So all these services are taking society to the next level, if ever. Okay. Next is the Women's Empowerment Principles, created in a collaboration between the United Global Compact and UN Women. The Women's Empowerment Principles are used to empower um, in the marketplace, workplace, and community. Okay, and community. Then, these are the empowerment principles. The 7 principles are number one, principle two, principle three, principle four, principle five, principle six, and principle seven. 7 principles. Remember also the gender equality is a basic human right and it's also fundamental to having a peaceful, prosperous world. Okay. So again, but girls and women continue to face significant challenges around the world. Women are typically underrepresented in power and decision making in terms of goals. So there is they will receive an equal pay for the equal work and then offer legal and other barriers that can affect that can affect their opportunities at work. Therefore, in the developing world, um, girls and women are often seen as less as valuable than boys. So that's it. Okay. Another is as many as 12 million underage girls are married every year, while some progress is being made in various parts of the world. There's still a great deal left to be done and ju- mm, and to be done to right to the programs of gender inequality. So again, why is empowering girls and women do so important? Empowering women is essential to the health and social development of family. Then we also have some living safe. Okay, next. All right, the girl power. Okay, So remember, the girl power of everyone is really important. And again, let us always give respect to our women um, who are in the field and in the procedure of what they are doing. Just always remember that we need to respect our women in the society. All right. All right. So I think I'm done with the topics that I presented for today. And these topics will enlighten us the importance of women, not only during the Women's Month, but also for our activities and in relation with our um, daily living. Also remember this, teachers, male or female, we should be respected anytime, anywhere to deliver the quality education that we want for all, also to our learners and especially the youth today. Again, thank you so much everyone for listening for my two topics in relation with Women's Month. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Napakagandang talakayan po. So medyo mabahabang talakayan po. So targeting both local and abroad. Okay, so female. Okay, so that contributes to our environment and also the way we live today. Okay, so napakagandang mga topics po. And also empowering women, especially the principals. Okay, so sana po sa mga nanonood ngayon ay nabigyan po kayo ng mga idea po. Okay, so yung iba po doon ay wala po, yung iba ay still nandyan pa rin sa kanilang different fields. Okay? So uplifting also sa mga interest ng iba na kung saan ay kung meron po tayong mga pwede ma-contribute sa ating environment. Okay, so wag po tayong magatubiling i-share sa ating environment po. Ito po yung malaking maitutulong. Okay, so because according to sir, so with regards to mga accomplishments natin ay equal na po tayo. Okay? So especially sa natin sa theme natin sa ating Women's Month ay pinahalagahan talaga yung being equal po. Okay? So sir, so thank you so much po sa napakagandang sharing niyo po dito sa ating community. Okay? So this time asking for some so wala namang comments sa message section natin in terms of clarification. So anyway, klarong-klaro naman. Okay? So sa nanonood ngayon hindi masyadong active sa message section natin ay kung mayroon po kayong concerns, okay, so let us maximize po ng ating message section po. Okay? So at least at this point masagot ni Sir Arnold habang nandito pa po si Sir Arnold. Okay, so parang walang Sir Ryan. Okay, so siguro busy
Wala
siguro
masyadong
mga
questions.
educators natin ngayon. Oo. So siguro busy yung natin sir, mga educators natin. Okay? So
Yes po.
at this point po ay so allow me to share this. Okay. Okay, kayo po ba yung nakapag na sir? Kumakain na po ba?
Yes. Tapos na po, sir.
Okay. So,
but
maganda. Okay.
during the morning, kanina po from siguro 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., I was also, sir, nasa ibang school din tayo, presenting din na selected topic sa ating mga iba pang kaguruan and student leaders natin sa ibang school.
Wow, so sobrang pala sir. Sobrang active mo pa talaga in terms of sharing. Okay, so mabuhay ka po sir. Okay, para sa mga kaguruan natin at sa ating mga kabataan. Okay, so DG Philtech Nation awarding this certificate of recognition to Sir Arnold Ryan New Mercado for sharing his invaluable expertise during the 16th free webinar entitled Women in the Field of Science, Empowering Women, held at online platform via YouTube Live during the DigiField Tech Nation 69th free webinar held on March 16, 2023 via YouTube Live. The session was conducted, okay, so with 3 hours of training. Okay, given this 16th day of March 2023, DigiField Tech Nation, Cebu City, Philippines, signed by the three administrators, Arturo E. De Leon, Benavides P. Hironjo Jr., Norman B. Laines. Okay, so once again, sir, thank you so much for your time and expertise po at sana po ay wag po kayong magsawang mag-share dito sa community ng DG Philtech Nation po.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much po again for the opportunity, sir. Thank you so much, Digital Technician. Alam mo, sir, ang ganda nitong ano nyo, ang ganda po nung intention, ng objective ng Digital Technician kasi it serves as a platform where anyone can watch, no? Napakadali niya. It's really accessible. And one more thing, ang ganda nung tema. Talagang kung ano yung celebration na ipapasok natin. And ang ganda ng ano sir, different skills na gusto nating i-incorporate no and i-share sa lahat ng ating mga kapwa kaguruan. Hopefully sir, marami pang chances that I'll be part of the Digital Tech Nation. Hopefully I will be given opportunity pa rin sir. And allow me to share soon many thoughts and many skills that I have for our dear teachers who are always supporting and following the Digital Tech Nation.
Yes po sir. So sige sir, so upcoming sessions natin, don't worry po sir, we're always inviting you po. So kung ano po yung mga free schedules niyo po, so kasi alam naman namin in terms of schedule ay meron ka pang sarili mong regular job tapos some ano din mga advocacies sharing to other schools, okay, learners man or educators.
Yes po.
So we are of the same advocacy, sir. Okay, so using our different platforms. Okay. So once again, Sir Arnold, thank you so much. Okay, and siguro sir, ano na lang, last words na lang siguro sir para sa mga viewers natin. Okay, so go ahead po sir.
All right. Always remember po, no, we teachers should be continuously learning pa rin. We don't stop. We don't stop kahit na gabi or umaga man yan. Learning is continuous for us teachers. There are many things na nangyayari sa larangan ng field of education. We must flexible in order to we should be flexible and those learnings that we got that we learned from different platforms via YouTube via Zoom or StreamYard always apply what we have learned and once you applied it and you think it's really helpful on your part, don't forget to share it. Yun yung pinaka-importante. Yung mag-share tayo ng information, yung practices natin, and also yung ating mga innovations. Let's give that a big return to other teachers na nagsisimula pa lang. Let us also help the neophytes in the field of education since newbie pa lang sila. And kung nahihirapan po kayo, lumapit kayo sa aming lahat kasi we want to share and we're here to help everyone para sa ating mga kaguruan. Sabi nga po ng Department of Education, di ba po, para sa bata, para sa bayan. Pero sa ating lahat, hindi lang para sa bata, meron din para sa ating mga guro.
Yes po sir. Okay, so thank you so much po sir. So once again, Digital Tech Nation, okay, so saying thank you so much sir for your efforts, okay, shared to us today. Okay, so bye-bye po sir and ingat po lagi.
Bye-bye po, maraming salamat po. Keep safe po, God bless sir.
Okay. So again, my viewers ng Digital Tech Nation, thank you so much for your time also sharing with us today. Okay, for our 69th free webinar. Okay, so dito sa Digital Tech Nation. So I know po ay busy po kayo. Okay, so that is why kaunti lang po yung nanonood ngayon. Okay? But with our experience po ay yung mga viewers ay dadami po. Okay, so sa team replay. So don't worry po sa Temerpay, go ahead po. Okay, so you can rewatch anyway this mga ano namin, mga sessions namin ay recorded sessions naman po. So in terms of rewatching, okay, so playing it again, so don't worry po. Okay, so DJ Philtech Nation kay have this platform via YouTube Live so that you can rewatch po, you can share. Okay, so get the link, okay, share po, and also you can download po if you want to download. So don't worry po. Okay, so we're so open for that one po. Okay, so once again, this is Benavides P. Hirenjo Jr., the founder of DG Philtech Nation and one of the administrators of DG Philtech Nation. Okay, so saying goodbye and good night everyone. God bless everyone. Take care everyone. Bye-bye po sa lahat.